Okay, guys, let me now discuss dictionary attack. And in order to do it, I will first start with a question. Can I guess a user's password without any limitations? That's the question, and the question is very much related to dictionary attack because the dictionary attack is about guessing a user's password without any limitations. So we definitely don't want it to happen. We don't want the attacker to be able to guess our password without any limitation, right? Because if we allow the attacker to do it, then sooner or later the attacker will learn our password. And how the attacker is gonna do it? The attacker is gonna have a list of most popular passwords, and the attacker is gonna launch an automated attack so that there will be a multiple login attempts with different combinations of email and password from the list, email and another password from the list, right? So we don't want it to happen. And one of the countermeasures that is used to prevent this attack from happening is implementing CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA is quite popular, and this is the exemplary CAPTCHA. So CAPTCHA is something that we humans, we can recognize the text here, the structure here, right? I, as a human, can say, well, this is RJCSN. But, well, I am a human. Now, humans are, able to recognize something like this. But when we talk about automated programs, then it's a real obstacle, a real challenge to figure out what is actually written here, right? And that's the reason why it is actually the countermeasure, right? Because it's an obstacle that prevents an automated program to do this kind of automated attack. Okay, so you see here a CAPTCHA, but it may happen that, dictionary attack is not possible and you are not using CAPTCHA. In other words, CAPTCHA is not the only countermeasure for a dictionary attack. So let me discuss another countermeasure, and it's gonna be another question, like, is the account blocked after 3, 5, or 10 unsuccessful login attempts? So now you can answer this question, how it works in your web application. If the account is blocked after, let's say, 5 unsuccessful login attempts, and you don't have CAPTCHA, then you've got a countermeasure for dictionary attack, right? Because if the threshold is 5, I mean the threshold of unsuccessful login attempts before the account is blocked, then, well, you don't allow the attacker to guess a user's password without any limitations. The limitation is 5 unsuccessful login attempts, right? So this kind of threshold, like 3, 5, or 10, on its own, it's still a countermeasure, and you don't need to have necessarily a CAPTCHA. And, well, this threshold depends on the web application. In e-banking, it's gonna be very often 3 because this is very sensitive web application, right? And in case of less sensitive web applications, it will be like 5 or 10. Very rarely this threshold will be greater than 10. So when you do like 12 or 15 unsuccessful login attempts for your account, and after 15 login attempts, unsuccessful login attempts, you are still able to log into your account, then very likely this kind of countermeasure is not implemented. I mean, there is no threshold that is used to block the automated programs that are trying to launch a dictionary attack, right? So this is how it works. So what you need to do as an ethical hacker, first check if there is a CAPTCHA, and if there is no CAPTCHA, just check if your account is blocked after, let's say, 12, 15, or 20 unsuccessful login attempts. If it is not, then you actually don't have a countermeasure, or you just don't see that there is a kind of countermeasure that prevents this kind of attack, and you can report the bug like this, and you can get your reward at the very end. So I hope that this is clear for you right now. So let me jump to the demo, and let me show you how it works in practice. Okay, let me show you how to figure out whether a dictionary attack is possible in the web application or not. What I've got here is a login functionality. And what you see is that I am asked to provide an email and password. There is no CAPTCHA, right? There is no CAPTCHA. So what I need to do is try to figure out whether the account is blocked after, let's say, 12 or 15 unsuccessful login attempts. If it is not, then the great chances are that dictionary attack is possible and you can report something like this right away to the program owner, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is I've got my own account, and well, I can play with my own account, right? So my account is like david@example.com, and right now I'm gonna provide some invalid password, right? Whatever, right? Whatever, and I see wrong email and or password. I'm gonna do it again for a second time. Arbitrary password again. And I see the same message, wrong email and or password. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repeat this kind of activity like 12, 13, 15 times and see if I can still do this kind of attack or not, or in other words, whether I'm blocked or not, whether I can get access to my account after 15 unsuccessful login attempts or not, right? So right now I'm gonna pause this video and I'm going to do this additional 12 or 13 login attempts manually. Of course, I could do some kind of automation here, but there is no need. I can do it very quickly. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'm going to come back to you after 2 minutes. Okay guys, I tried to log into my account 15 times with arbitrary passwords and I have been unsuccessful all the time. Let me right now try to do it for the 16th time. Let's see. Again, the same message, wrong email and or password. And now the question is whether, well, I am blocked or not, right? Whether my account is blocked or not. I'll provide my email and my password, my real password, because I just want to see if I have been blocked or not in this 15 or 16 unsuccessful login attempts, right? So let me provide my real password right now. And what I can see is that, well, I am authenticated. So definitely I have not been blocked throughout this process of 15, let's say, unsuccessful login attempts. And it clearly shows that this kind of attack is possible. It clearly shows that dictionary attack is possible and you can do it really quickly. You know, you can figure out whether this kind of attack is possible or not. So I hope that everything is clear right now and we can jump to the next video.